very good morning, afternoon, and evening to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Incensed, a Pokemon Go podcast. I'm the British Trainer Club, PoGoMiloUK, and of course, we have our techie troubleshooter, Ian Waterfall, the Twitter controller himself, Masterful 27, and the lad who still needs to do a channel rebrand, free-to-play Coops. Boys, we're into the double digits of the episodes now.
Let's go.
How are we feeling?
Well, we didn't think we'd make it this far, did we? We really didn't.
Underestimate us.
I said, didn't I? I said after 8 episodes, we'd take a break from it, didn't I? And then we'll just see, kind of reassess it and evaluate it and maybe come back later in the year.
And here we are. The gang is stronger than ever.
We wasn't going to let you drop out after just a
Yeah, we weren't.
weeks.
We weren't, Marky boy.
Keep the momentum going. Keep the momentum going,
But
boys.
yeah, boys, you ready? Let's all ask Milo on 3. 1, 2, 3. Milo,
How's it
how
going, Milo?
are you?
Oh, yeah, guys, it's so nice. Oh, I'm doing very
Good
well.
stuff.
I'm doing very well indeed.
Have you got some sleep now, Milo? Have you caught up with it now?
I've had a very relaxed week, I must say. I've sort of made up for lost time on the old sleep counter after last week and raring to rock and roll
Good
again.
stuff, mate. Good stuff.
All right, so before we go any further, it is that time. Get your incense running right now while you enjoy this episode. And don't forget to tag us on Twitter at Incensed Podcast to flex those sparkly Pokemon. On the note of shiny Pokemon, you may remember that 2 weeks ago, actually, when JT Valor was the guest on episode 8, we had a small bet as to who could get the most shinies on Snivy Com Day.
Yeah, and I think we know who's going to be buying the drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are your shiny totals for it? I think Ian, you should go first.
Okay, so as you probably know, I actually went out and was out for quite a while. Stop laughing, Mark. Stop laughing.
Left his
He's
house.
like, I went out
He
for
went out,
approximately
he went out.
2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes. Try 4.5 hours, which
Well
is
done,
good for
mate.
me. It's
Milo,
really good for
insert
me.
round of applause.
Congratulations.
Insert round of
I'm proud
applause.
of you.
And I pulled in the total of 44 shiny Snivy.
Are you actually,
Wow,
are you actually
nice.
being serious?
I can show you if you want proof. If you want evidence, I can show you.
Hold on. Ian Waterfall, the more casual than
got
casual. Coops,
shinies?
You got 40. Are you being actual serious? I'm actually a bit shocked.
Yeah, I am. I'm very sure. On your video, you said I've posted well over 20, is what you
Yeah,
said.
yeah. I
That's-
stopped counting, and I don't know if that's probably not going to focus. There we go.
Oh my
44?
He isn't
God.
lying.
No, he's just typed in shiny. That's all of his shinies for his whole
Yeah.
gameplay. It's
I'm not
44.
like you get that deletes them all.
It just so happens that the top 9 or 12 are Snivy.
Yes.
No, it's
Well, I
Snivy,
did-
and it's the entire family evolution
It's
line.
okay.
There we go.
It's okay, Mr. Free to Play. It's all right.
I just
Mr.
did not want to be last. I really did not want to be last.
All right, so that's 44 shinies for Ian. I'm mightily impressed. Mark,
Well, I watched all your videos, so I was like hitting as hard as I can through the rural team out there, countryside and all.
oh yeah, you get the rural multiplier,
Oh, by the
don't you?
way, I think we
I-
need some sort of clang every time he mentions rural player.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll get another
Clang.
sound effect.
Yeah. So I was watching your videos, and I think I was in the running on yours, Milo, for about 52 seconds. And then I was like, oh shit, he's got more than me. I watched Ian's with a bit of hope, and the hail was trying its best to stop you. I thought maybe that'll slow you down. No, you carried on going,
Oh
mate.
God.
And Coopsy, you were a bit like me, mate. I was quite convinced you're going to beat me, and you might be quite close to each other, my man.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
got it.
no.
Now I know Ian's. I'm really nervous that you've beat me. I'm really nervous.
So I'm gonna let you know. At one point, gonna post a figure in the teens, but I managed to get myself to a slightly respectable 20.
all right.
It's all right. He's made it out of the teens. Well done,
And
mate.
is
a record.
Yeah, but wait, is there going to be a rural? Sorry, Ian.
Yeah, there is. The
multiplier?
rural multiplier was 1.5, so Mark got 30.
Are you being?
Yeah. Before we dub in JT Valor, Coops, what did you
Okay.
get, Mr.
Okay,
Casual?
I do just want to say 2 things. First of all, I want to say sorry because I'm actually recording this in my kitchen, and last week's episode there was loads of clanging and like pot bashing in the background, and all
We
the boys.
didn't notice. Don't worry.
All
we
the
didn't
boys were
notice.
taking a piss at me. So if there is that again, or like my dad like talking to himself, I apologise. That is what's happening in the Coops household. But gents, get ready for this. So I was. Did you just hear him just then? He just walked
We
past.
heard
and just,
that. Yeah, we heard
Yeah, I heard.
yeah. But Sorry about that, Milo. Sorry, because he just carried on talking like he was part of the podcast. I'm thinking, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Give him a mic.
Hold on a minute. Yeah, right. Sorry. So, can you hear the sink now in the background?
It's all right. We're good on time. Don't worry. We're okay.
Yeah. All good.
Real life.
Why? Yeah, real life. But while the kitchen tap is going on and my dad is washing up, I will tell you that I was actually in. Oh my God! Really? Really?
I think we preferred it when he was in the lounge with crap Wi-Fi.
Yeah. He's doing it on purpose. But no, not to beat around the bush. I got a whopping 28 shiny Snivy. But can I just say, I don't actually think there should be a rural multiplier. Now I know that Mark beats
You
me.
know what, Coops? To be fair, I agree with you. You play where you play.
No.
Get some hella shinies off of
He did still do very well for a rural player.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy to buy everybody the drinks because I don't even need to know JT.
No,
Valor and
the winner
Milo's
was the one that
account.
buys the drinks, Coops.
Winner
not
buys
the
the
loser.
drinks.
Oh, it was the winner.
Matter.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know why we decided
That was your idea, Milo.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
Right, come on then, Mr. Triple
So,
Figures.
We're going to dub in JT
okay,
Valor
okay.
now.
I got 34 shinies.
JT Valor got 34, but he had terrible weather. But I mean, that's life. Tough shit, mate. Sorry.
That's a bit harsh, Milo.
I'm sorry. I have no sympathy. I've played Com Days in the rain and got
Hey,
more
I
than
played
that.
in the
So, hey.
snow and the hail.
Oh my God, Milo's being proper bitter. Did you see him? He was like shrugging it off, like I've played in the rain and got more. Okay, girl.
Yeah.
All right, come on then, Mr.
Oh,
Triple
dear.
Figures. Here we go.
So I got a new personal best.
By quite a bit, if I remember right.
It was mad.
Milo, wait, before you tell us yet, I haven't watched anyone's specifically community day vlogs yet because I was going to do this and then watch them. So I'm really excited to watch everybody's videos after this, by the way, but I'm also more excited for this bloody total.
Hey, okay. So I'll say the first 3 hours, I got 38 shinies.
So Mark, he beat us in the first 3 hours.
57 seconds, Coops, for me.
I ended on 84.
That is a number. That is a
84 shiny Snivy.
Is it just so free to play in casual of you? When you said 84, I just thought of the amount of time it's going to take to transfer 65, 70 of those. Was it just me? Is it just me?
No, I don't
you will not
transfer the
transfer them.
shinies.
You don't transfer shinies because we talked about this last week.
Do not bin shinies, but the numbers I got in the last 3 hours were actually ridiculous. And I'd worked out my stats. I caught about 2,000 Snivy. That was the most hardcore I've gone for any com day.
But listen, fair play, mate. You can insert another round of applause. Well done. Everyone clap, please, for Milo.
There's a round of drinks.
Look, all the Patreons are clapping as well.
they
Let's
all-
go.
yes.
Let's go.
Everyone's getting involved.
Yeah. Well done, mate. Well done.
Let's just pause for a minute. Right, Milo, that's impressive, but Ian beat the Shiny King. Can we just let that sink in for a minute?
By 10.
In arguably worse weather than the rain.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Some extent,
And
yeah.
Milo, I will just say to end off this segment of the podcast, in the PvP world, we would say GGs. So well done, Milo, GGs, because I know you'd love that.
Yeah. All right. Okay. yeah.
Coops, that is your one free pass mentioning PvP tonight.
Okay. That's the only one. But yeah, GG, Milo, GG.
Oh dear.
GG.
Cheers, my man. Cheers. Now
GGs.
we can dive into the getting to know each other section, which has just become a running theme. We really enjoy doing this. So today I've got 2 questions for you, lads. And first up, I want to talk about our ultimate sort of life goals, essentially. What is something that you really want to do before you die? It's something on your bucket list that I've got to get that. I've got to do that. We'll go to Ian first.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of things I'd like to do before I die. Probably top of the list, I just want to do a skydive.
I feel that's very bucket list worthy.
I want to jump out of a plane on my own with just a parachute and just hopefully not splat on the ground about
They're
2 or 3 minutes later.
insane, by the way. Like, they're insane. I did one in Australia for like 13,000 feet, bruv. They are
A tandem, or did you do it on your own?
No. Did I do it on my own? No. I did. Oh, sorry. No. Yeah. No. I had like 8 people strapped to me. No. I did it with. Sorry. No, you're right. I did it with a bloke there that was. It was actually a ginger guy as well. Actually, it was like having my brother do it with me. But yeah, honestly, yeah. Sorry, just not to take over the combo, but yeah, they're amazing, bro. It's honestly
really want to do it.
Oh,
Absolutely.
it's just, amazing.
To be fair, most things I want to do, I'll do. So I wanted to learn scuba dive. Yeah, did that. Done some fucking awesome
done
dive.
that.
Look at you now Milo's rubbed off on you. Look at you now, you're like scuba diving, done that, been there, done that. I do everything that I do or want to do in my life. All right, Mr. Waterfall.
But yeah, that's the one big thing. I mean, there's probably other things, but that's the one thing that stands out to me.
That's pretty badass. Pretty badass indeed. Mark, what about you?
I haven't got one specific thing at all.
Mark just wants to catch a shiny Riolu before he dies.
I want to. I mean, I'm lucky. I've done loads of traveling, but I just want to travel more, and I've got loads of places I want to see that I just want to add on to that chapter. So yeah, nothing specifically Milo because I've done loads of great things. I haven't done everything. Far from no one can ever do everything, but no. I just want to do some more traveling, mate, and. But I've got nowhere
back to normal.
Travel is that thing. We all miss it, don't we? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but it's just incredible to think that like a year and a half ago we could do anything we wanted to go anywhere. Now we're like held hostage, pretty much.
Risky to leave your own city.
Risky to leave your own house. Why do you think I've not been out for a year?
Well, look what happens when you do. You get loads of shinies, mate. That's what you need to get out, venture out more.
Venture out more, mate. Venture out more. No, I mean, I'd like to. I mean, definitely on the bucket list. If we talk about bucket lists of places specifically, I want to go to Iceland.
Nice.
Reykjavik and all that.
Have you tried farm foods?
Northern Europe. Not yet. No. What the fuck was
Iceland?
That? Iceland. Oh, fucking joker.
That was fucking dead.
That was awful. Delete that out.
So bad.
No, leave it in and put a weird crowd silence. Tumbleweed.
I've got cricket noises.
It's worse that he just didn't even understand it.
I think that's a testament to how shit it was. Sorry.
Japan, obviously. I want to go to Japan. I just want to play Pokemon Go in Japan. That'd be amazing. Seriously.
It would be mental.
Would be nice.
Yeah.
I thought the top thing on my bucket list was to get involved in the podcast, and I've ticked that one off the list for you guys. So we did pretty well too. So
been there, done that.
I was going to say, been there, done that. Got the T-shirt. Don't forget merch. We don't have merch. We don't have merch yet. Mate, sorry, I wanted to get involved in that whole thing. There's a lot happening in the kitchen. There was some bread cutting going on. There was a lot going on. So I apologise. But Ian, I thought that joke was actually quite funny. I actually enjoyed that.
Thank you.
I don't know whether we're keeping it in, but I guess now we are.
You know what, Coops? At least somebody's on my wavelength.
Honestly, bro. But Milo, it's a good question, bruv. Like, I'm going to be a bit boring here. Like, I just really want to meet the trainer club. And I'm joking. Don't
take my thunder, okay?
No, bruv, like, it's such a difficult question because I'm kind of like Mark. Like, I love the world. I love traveling. I love going to places, meeting new people. I love all of that. I don't particularly have like one specific thing like Ian about skydiving, which
that's not one specific. That's just one I plucked out of the air.
No. I know, but as in like I don't like I said, I'm lucky enough to do that. Like, and I've done some amazing things like that. So for me, like, I don't know, man. It's just not to be a melt. I don't know what, just to be happy. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really. No, but I don't, mate. I don't really have like a specific one or two things that by the time I die, I want to, I want to do that.
I guess, is there somewhere you really want to travel to, like Mark, wants to go to Iceland or Japan or something like? Is there anywhere you really would love to go to?
Fair, me and my family were speaking about this the other day, and I'd love to we were talking about because we haven't been on like a massive family holiday. Obviously, with me and my brother, with our partners as well, we haven't been on like a massive holiday for literally like years, like literally like 10 years we haven't been on. So we were talking about we should do something like next year when everything, well, fingers crossed when everything opens back up and everything's semi back to normal, and we would all love to like go to Africa, like just go to like safari, like in the jungle. We think it would be so sick, like all the animals, like we all love animals, like it would just be amazing. So so if I was going to pluck one out of the air like Ian did, it would be to go to Africa. It'd be epic, mate.
Yeah, I think that's pretty solid, bro.
I don't think safaris are in the jungle though.
What? Why'd you have to ruin it for? Why'd you have to ruin it for? Why'd you have?
Mr. Technicality.
In it, Mr.
Beats JT Valor. Now he's king of everything.
Up on his high horse.
Yeah. Well, the listeners get me. Yeah, the listeners get me.
I'm sure they do. For me,
oh, sorry, no one asked you. Sorry. Wait. Rewind. Give me a little. Right, ready, boys? All together. 3, 2, 1.
Milo, what about you?
What about you, Milo?
That was terrible sync up there with you.
It could be fixed in the edit, don't worry.
Yeah. Can you edit it?
You presume that. Something I really want to do before I die, I want to try a bit of motorsport.
Ooh.
Like, I do want to try a little bit of low-end motorsport, get a racing license, and I don't know, like, try a bit of single-seater. I'd love to drive a single-seater race car. Just like something that I can kind of do in the next couple.
I could just imagine you on a NASCAR circuit, just driving around in circles.
Why NASCAR?
Because you don't have to. You're just turning, aren't you? You're just constantly turning.
It's probably the safest thing for you, Milo, and everyone else. If you just have your wheel locked at like 40 degrees.
Just driving.
Just remember, your fear last week was being locked in a burning car.
Yeah.
I did pluck that sort of out.
Yeah, we know.
I don't really know. I'd love to go to Iceland though. Iceland's fantastic. My brother's been very jealous of that. This second question for you guys is a little bit odd, different. What's the worst injury you've ever had, and how did it happen?
Well, this is where I'm going to sound even more boring than usual, because I've actually never other than a dodgy ankle, I've never really massively injured myself ever.
Do you want to put your dodgy ankle in, and then we'll see how interesting it is?
Ian hurts his fingers when he plays for longer than 2 minutes. That's why he doesn't play.
If he goes outside,
it is your thumb, isn't it? When you're tapping, when you're raiding, it's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
No, Ian, it's just you. That's what I'm saying.
Repetitive. Are you saying you get repetitive strain injury from a raid?
We're not going to go there.
Oh, Ian, you're funny, bro.
Boring answer. Not really. Never really injured myself properly. I've never broken anything. I've never done anything that's really severely impeded me. Other than, as I said, dodgy ankle, felt it on community day. After 2 hours walking, I almost thought it was going to collapse.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes of being outside.
It's always 2 minutes. No matter what it is, it's always 2 minutes.
Sorry, Ian. We do love you, really. Sorry.
Mark, have you done anything more severe than Ian?
It's probably not more severe, but how it happened was fucking hilarious, and I don't think it would ever happen again. Oh God, I can't remember how long ago it was. Probably about 15 years ago, maybe even sort of that start. I went to Ireland and did a trip around Ireland. Had a great time, and I was going through a phase where I really, really liked Leicester Tigers in the rugby union, but I got that out of my system very quickly. They were playing in Munster, and we had an opportunity to watch the game. It was like a friendly. It wasn't like a European game or anything like that. So I had the opportunity to watch the game out there. I was driving, we're camping, and it was sort of the penultimate night. I was literally, best way of describing them, they weren't seats, they were a bit like terraces. So they were like concrete blocks like this, and we were all sat on them. So I was sat there chatting to my mate, and I had my hands outstretched to the side, because it was really uncomfortable, and just chatting away with my mate. And they were practicing kicking, not that we're aware of any of all this. And one of the balls came over, and all I remember was it landing square on my left hand, which I had on the thing. The chance of it happening was just so minute, and broke my thumb.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I had to get my thumb put in plaster when I was in Ireland. And my mate couldn't drive, so I had to drive my car whilst handing plaster to get us back, going against every claim on my insurance policy.
It's cosmetic. It's just cosmetic.
Yeah, it was.
Sorry, they paid out, Mark. It's okay. They paid out. It's not going to be reclaimed.
It was ridiculous. It was mad.
Milo, can you go before me, because I'm going to put you lot to shame for my one, because my one's actually quite bad.
Yeah, all right.
Because I think I win this. I think I win this story.
I'll go next.
Is it a competition? Is it?
Yeah, this is a competition for. Is it the worst injury or the stupidest story?
Well, bit of both. Go on, Milo. Go on, bro.
I have, knock on wood, thankfully haven't broken any bones, but I did do a horrific sprain on one of my ankles, and
Same as me.
when I had to go to went to the hospital. I had to tell the doctor at the hospital that I'd done my ankle in by playing Xbox for too long, and I'd sat cross-legged on my bed and given myself a dead leg.
Yeah, hold on. Is this a real story? This is a true story. This is
genuine story.
From playing Pokemon, from playing Xbox.
No, I was playing Forza Horizon 4, and I got up and my legs were just like jelly. I tried to lean over to grab the sofa to stop myself from falling, and as I did that, my ankle snapped. I heard a snap, but because my leg was dead, I didn't feel anything, and I was like,
"Hold on,
what the fuck did I do?"
You said to me, "Is it the stupidest story or the worst injury?" This is you're getting the vote now of the stupidest story.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was saying, is your story stupider than what I've got lined up?
Maybe not now, Milo. Maybe not.
Yeah. See, that's the worst injury I've done is by playing Xbox.
How long were you sat cross-legged for before you collapsed?
I guess about 4 hours.
Need for Speed.
Need for Speed or Forza Horizon, just on it. It's just mad. It was when I stood up, I was like, I actually can't feel my legs at all. And then when you hear the snap, I thought I'd snap my bones. I thought I'd snap my ankle.
Wow.
I couldn't walk for about 2 weeks.
So what did you do? Did you just stay at home and play more Xbox?
Yeah, but laying down.
I lived only on 2 Pokestops back in the day.
Is that all?
That's all. So feel sorry for me, people.
Mate, I'll tell you what, I definitely see you hear that plate. I definitely should have gone before you. But my worst injury is actually something that was quite recent. So basically it was when I was obviously back in my dancing days. I was in a musical called Bodyguard, the musical, which is if you know kind of.
Were you Kevin Costner?
No, I wasn't. Now the tap's going. But anyway, it's the Whitney. It's the Mark's loving this. It's like sort of MasterChef / Incensed. But yeah, so I was in the Whitney Houston musical and I was one of the dancers. And basically in warm up, after we warmed up, we do like the lifts and we practice the lifts and that. So as we were practicing the lifts, one of the swings was on, which basically means when one of the main ensemble girls is on holiday or they're off sick or they just book a day off because they don't want to come in, we have swings, male and female ensemble swings that go on for them, and they do like 4 or 5 different tracks. So I'm sorry, I'm talking to you like dancing language. You're all like, what's going on? But
we're trying to understand.
So obviously it was like one of the first times I've done this lift with one of the girls. And anyway, as we did the lift, like as to the end of it like jolted. And like I felt something in the top of my neck just like pull, and I was like, oh, you know when you do something and you're like, oh, that's not good. I was like, that's not good. I was like, that is not good. So obviously just being, the butch, handsome, powerful man that I am, I just sort of
just plowed through it.
Yeah, I plowed through it. And we did the show, and it was in the finale. I want to dance with somebody. Don't worry, I won't sing the whole thing because of copyright, but it's
no, you can sing. You're allowed to sing.
No. But can I sing Shinies of the Week? No, but
do you want Coops to sing?
No.
Too soon.
No, I'm not singing. It was basically, there's a section in that, and Ian, you actually smashed it. There was like a boys trick section. So there's like doing loads of flips, doing loads of backflips and stuff. And there was like a move where you do like alphas. So it's kind of like where you like kick back on your hands and your legs. Yeah, it's hard to explain. But I can.
You actually touched upon this a few weeks ago when you was telling us how you started your channel.
It was one of the first episodes we said you were in Austria.
Yeah, this is it. So
See, I do remember. I do listen.
Yes, you do. So it was basically I went back, and as I went back, the top of my whole back just completely like it just went, and then I literally I couldn't even like get up, and I was literally like doing the finale choreo, like marking it, like I was like, oh my god, and I come off stage and I just laid flat, and the director came over to me and he was like, you've really hurt yourself, haven't you? And I was like, yeah. And then cut a long story short, turns out I had a prolapse disc in between C5 and C6, which is my upper spine. So I had to have an operation where they went in. They obviously like move all your muscles to the side, and obviously my muscles are massive. so that was
just making the job more difficult.
I'm joking. And then obviously, and they basically sucked out everything, all the disc that was split, kind of like that had shattered, because it was touching against my spinal cord with my spinal cord, because I had tinglings coming down my right arm to my fingers. So sorry that the story's been a bit long, but I had an operation, and I kind of had like 2-3 months sort of physio recovery, and that was it. And then obviously for the rest of the contract, I was out. I was just sort of living my life, getting paid to actually play Pokemon Go, which is hilarious.
In the early days.
Back when I should have started my channel. But sorry, I know that story was a bit long.
And if it wasn't for injury, you wouldn't be on the podcast now.
Well, because I think my first ever video. Sorry, I know we don't talk about channels, but the first ever vlog that I done was actually me in Vienna, which was when it would have been 2 months, 3 months after my back operation. So sorry, Milo. Anyway, back to you, bro. Sorry.
That's all good. You definitely win. You definitely win the worst injury.
Yeah. You win the
stupidest.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. But thanks for those stories, chaps. It was very, very good. Now we can dive in a little bit into the Pokemon Go aspect. since this is actually kind of what the podcast is roughly about.
My God.
So as you are all listening to this, Rivals Week will have just come to an end for most of the world. But as we record this, we're currently in the middle of the damn event. I don't know, let's just throw this open for a discussion, guys. What do we think of the event so far?
I think it's pretty good. The one prediction you made, Milo, that fell on its face was Minum and Plusle not being anywhere.
He did.
Yeah, but
I'm glad I was wrong.
But then someone thought, well, neither a female and neither a male can take their place. And I thought, what the hell? That's a bit crap.
Yeah, it is a bit like they're doing a makeup day for that research, the Nidoran research day.
The event's brilliant, though. I mean, the Hitmonchan spawns are pretty decent, to be fair. Partly cloudy weather's boosted a lot of the fighting type over this week so far. You know, I think it's a really good mixture, mate. Really good mixture. And the new ones as well. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I've noticed on Twitter quite a lot of people are actually getting their shiny redemption for Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, which is fantastic. Fantastic to see since they're quite rare.
I mean, I don't want to mention it, but I'm just out here getting my XL Meditite candy for Great League. But that's the yeah. So Ian is giving me daggers right now. He's like, I gave you one pass.
He didn't say the 3 letters.
He says, I gave you one pass and one only.
He's not finding loopholes, Milo. He is not finding loopholes.
But yeah, I think the event's all right from I haven't really played it, to be honest. Honestly, I haven't played it that much. But I like getting the new Pokemon, the Skrelp and the Clauncher.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they're about, unlike a few other events where the featured Pokemon just hasn't been available.
I'll tell you what, Milo, am I allowed to we've actually got 2 Patreon members on the Zoom call.
We've actually got 3.
3. Well, 3, yes. Sorry, I apologize. Sorry, 3. Guys, how's the event been for all of you? Like, how's everything going? I know obviously we've got Sue here. She is in the States. So how's it all going? Sue, if you want to jump on first.
It's all right. I've gotten 0 redemption. Just the usual shinies that I always get are still attracted to me. So I've gotten the female Nidoran,
common, yeah.
Yes.
the Electabuzz and the Magmar. But so far that's it, but I'm going hard for it. So I'm hoping by the end of today's episode to add my redemption.
Well, hopefully. Bruv, what is it about getting community day shinies? It's the worst feeling in the world, isn't it?
Yeah, repeat shinies.
God. And Kelly, and what about you guys?
So all I've got is a shiny Meditite. Already got a few, but I'm happy with it. It's a nice shiny. I'm after that green Hitmonlee though.
Oh, aren't we all? Yeah. Aren't we all?
Everybody
is. Andrew got one. I got the Hitmonchan.
Oh, did you, Andrew?
Yeah, he got one. I got Hitmonchan on not Com Day, Kanto Day. But I'm still after that green Hitmonlee.
Yeah, that's a Valor.
The first one I got was Electabuzz of all things.
Oh, I'm telling you, those Com Day ones. And Andrew, I will just say this now, but it's probably in the terms and conditions, but you probably didn't read it. But if you are a Patreon member, you do have to transfer your shiny Hitmonlee to either me, Mark, Ian, or Milo.
What are you giving in return?
Not to me, because I've already got it.
What have you
okay.
got to offer?
Scrub me from the list.
I'm joking, bro. I'm joking.
Has he only got 28 shiny snipers?
Yeah. Take one.
And Paul, how about you, mate?
I'm even more casual than Coops these days. I didn't even know the event was going on when you started talking about it. And I got 1 shiny Snivy on any day. That's how I play.
He's a lot more casual.
Paul,
there was a girl coming over,
I'm so sorry. I was on The View where I couldn't see you, so I didn't even know you was on the call.
We've never had this many people in the gallery before.
I've never, and as you know, I'm a casual. You're there. You're now on my screen. Hi, bro. Sorry, I apologise for me not asking you. Sorry. Oh my God, we've got.
He's just as casual.
See, that's my guy.
Guys, how are you lot doing then on this event so far?
Well, Milo's probably got everything.
I actually haven't had a single shiny.
Yeah, me too, bro. Hashtag me too.
I wish I could say the same.
No shiny at all.
Yeah.
What have you had, Ian?
Well, I was saving this for the video, but so far I've had.
Well, remember, this episode goes out on Sunday, so you should have uploaded by then.
Do you honestly think it'll be up by then? Honestly.
We'll get his upload in like June.
Yeah. So far this event, I've had 2 shinies. I've had a shiny Zangoose.
Nice. That's what I need.
Shiny Hitmonchan.
Oh, he's had the Hitmonchan redemption. Nice.
So I just need the Hitmonlee.
Man,
well done, Ian.
Actually, you had the red ticket, didn't you? You were the only one.
I had the red ticket. I should have had the Lee. Yeah.
So you should have had the Hitmonlee.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I've had 1 shiny. I've had shiny Makahita.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Well, they attracted to me. I think that's my 9th. It's my 9th shiny Makahita, so they're attracted to me.
Listen, Marky boy, mate, at least it's not a Com Day one, brother.
Give it time, it'll be Com Day later in the year.
Oh my God,
yeah, mate, bruv. Oh my God, imagine, mate, Community Day. No, I can't even think about it.
They've done the chop January, and then they go, hey, there's Makahita for August.
It'll be Meditite, won't it? It'll be Meditite.
Oh no, kill me.
Milo, what you should have done then, bruv. You should have gone. That would have been a bit trubbish, wouldn't it? And that could have led you on to the next segment. You missed an opportunity, bro.
Milo, reset yourself in the edit. Okay, here we go. Well, that would have been a Trubbish com day. Now. Hey, this is terrible.
Dude.
Oh, dear.
And you didn't even need to put in it, but she just got all the knives and forks in my kitchen to do it for you. Yeah.
Your dad is on point.
Just a pity everyone in the gallery is muted up, so they're just like, oh my God.
Yeah. You can have a video clip of everybody's eyes rolling. That's the event that will have gone by the time you listen to this podcast. And it's time to talk about something that's going to be happening very soon, is the announcement of the Sustainability Week, where, once again, this podcast can predict the future. I think a few people call this one, but Shiny Trubbish is going to be released.
It is.
Yay.
But with more details, we're going to go over to Ian.
Okay, so what little bit of news we are covering today is the Sustainability Week. And top lines here, we're going to get a new Pokemon. We're getting Binacle. I like water-type Pokemon, so this one is pretty cool. Interesting-looking Pokemon. Standard spawns we'll be getting through the event, so we'll be getting Pokemon like Drillbur, Grimer, Trubbish, which could be in its shiny form. Milo predicted that one. Ferroseed, looking forward to that. Still need the shiny there.
Yes.
And that one is, yeah.
Like most people are thinking.
Yeah, absolutely. There's going to be some eggs. Enough said about that one.
No.
I'm so dead. Eggs anyway.
Moving on. And raids. Yeah, there's going to be some of them in raids. Again, nothing that's going to really change the world. Vileplume, Alolan Execute, Trubbish, Binacle will be in raids. And to go along with Sustainability Week, there's going to be a free t-shirt for your avatar in the online sort of shop.
Yeah,
so that is pretty cool.
Whoopee.
Another t-shirt for you, Milo. Another t-shirt.
Yay.
And because it is Sustainability Week, Niantic are going to be sort of offering rewards, shall we say, for people that do good deeds that help with sustainability, like rubbish cleanups, planting trees, that sort of thing. And there's some pretty decent rewards if enough people sign up. There's quite a lot of detail on Niantic's blog, so I suggest if you want to find out more about that, check out Niantic's blog, because it's about fucking 6 pages long, and I'm not going to sit here reading it all night.
No,
but
and we don't want you to read it either. Trust me. Me.
Yeah, that in itself is Sustainability Week, people.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a belter, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, though, I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Like Shiny Trubbish,
It
and
looks amazing.
Awesome as well. Yeah.
And it's a nod to Gen 8. It does get a Gigantamax form, Garbodor. So in like 27 years, Niantic will add that in.
yeah. 28, 29,
we have
30,
no idea,
31,
but it does get basically like a supersized
I'll be
version.
Ian's age when that happens. Love you, Ian. Ian, I love you. Smile. There it is. There it is.
You might not make it to my age if you keep on.
He won't.
Yeah, we'll meet to do our live podcast.
Yeah, there's a live podcast in a pub, and it's just bar fight.
Yeah, he's trying to poison my Peroni.
You can poison his Bud Light.
Yeah. Oh my god. But no. I actually am super pumped for the Sustainability Week.
You actually got the name right as well, because you could not remember this at the beginning of the month. When we were talking about
I couldn't, brother. I couldn't.
You
but
called
no,
it
yeah,
Stotty Grapatos or something.
Yeah, something like that. But no, listen, new shiny. Come on, man. We all love a new shiny, and
I like that there's a new shiny and a new Pokemon in this event.
Yes, yeah.
That's a really nice balance that we haven't had in an event this year.
And it's something we talked about a while ago, isn't it? That they've been releasing Pokemon so slowly, then all of a sudden we seem to get this massive wave during sort of weekly events. They must be listening. Niantic, we love you.
They do follow us on Twitter, so hey. But I think, Shiny Trubbish is a really good shout. It's a lovely shiny. Personally, for me, I'm going to be chasing Drillbur for the XL candy. I want more level 50 Excadrill. Be honest, it's such a good ground type, so I love that's
Can't you just wait till they release a shiny and then chase it then?
Well, I'll chase it then as well. You know me.
You'll just chase it.
I was thinking like I won't do 24 hours again, but I'll do a 12-hour grind sesh for this event. I'll go hardcore for the Sustainability Week.
Are you going to go and do a trash pickup then? Are you going to go and pick up?
It depends if there's something local, to be honest, because I like that they're doing that again, because I don't think they did it for 2020.
That was because it was all locked
down. I remember 2019.
We were locked down, weren't we?
Well, I know we were locked down, but they didn't do like a Earth Day kind of, maybe raising awareness sort of thing. They didn't have to necessarily have anything going on, but they could have done like a.
I think the only reason they didn't mention it last year was the world actually had probably about 12 months to itself. Because, like as Ian said, we were all not doing anything.
The whole lockdown, the world recovered so much, didn't it? I mean, pollution levels dropped, fucking rivers got cleaner. Yeah, it was just amazing.
Indeed, but I remember the 2019 Earth Day where they had a weekend and they released Shiny Diglett.
That was it, yeah.
When Coops was in Croatia.
Yes, that was it. Yeah.
But that was crap. I looked and there was literally nothing for about 200 miles from where I live. I couldn't have even done anything if I'd wanted to.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, I looked and couldn't find a Diglett.
No, I mean, I would have quite happily gone and done a sort of dive, sort of beach cleanup type thing. I would have loved to have done that.
Yeah. Talking of Diglett, like, because I've actually wanted to talk to Sue about this, right? There's like this funny meme, and it's like this American guy, and it looks like it's on the news, but I think it's like fake news, and it's of some woman, and she's really stressed, and she's like, there was this guy that he was calling all the wrong Pokemon the wrong names, and this guy, and he's like, and there's pictures of the Pokemon, and he's like, and then she's like, he was calling Diglett, and then she's like, floor shit, and then she was calling Doug Trio. It was like, that's triple shit. Kelly, I can see Kelly nodding. Have you not seen it? It is so funny. I tell you what, if we get the link, can we put it in the description?
No, because I'm the one that has to find it, and I can never find this shit.
No, I'll find it. I'll honestly,
send it to you.
It is so funny. Like, honestly, like, it is. Paul, Paul's just said he'll find it. Honestly, and boys, I want you to see it because it is, and it's in America as well, and it's so funny. It's so
okay. We'll
funny.
link it then in that case. Yeah, if we can find it.
We'll link it. We'll link it. But sorry, Milo, you can move on to the next.
No, I don't know. I'm just looking. I'm genuinely looking forward to that event. I think it's a good mix. Like, they finally got the bloody balance right, like they were saying, because they've done this sort of one new Pokemon and nothing else for the event. And I believe if there's enough cleanups done, there's like different tiers of.
There are tiers. So for 2,500 activations, that will activate tier 1, which is 5-star raids will appear more often. For 5,000 activations, you get a free bundle containing 3 remote raid passes. So for us free-to-play people, Coops, we'll be able to do a couple of raids.
Listen, I'm telling you.
And for 10,000 activations, that's going to be double catch XP. So, and as well, tiers 1 and 2 rewards will stay in game as well.
We'll have to see how that sort of thing goes, because I love this event, but if we're talking about a global challenge, we've got to talk about the current one.
Mark wanted to talk about this.
Mark, do you want to interject with this?
I did want to talk about it specifically. I wanted to just think it was only fair to mention it in the podcast, because I think nothing excites me more than people having to chip in to unlock rewards. But I think this global challenge that we've currently got at the moment is, so I've just put the game up to just try and work out where we are. So we've got to do 40 million raids in about, how many was it since this event started? Was it?
Yeah, I think it was. Is it 6 days, 5 days? I can't remember.
Yeah. I don't know, because Niantic decided to put the timer in minutes. So
what are they doing with that? Like, who reads 5,197 minutes?
Yeah.
I can work that out. Yeah.
But at the moment, as things stand, there's still 11.3 million raids short.
So they'll do that by tomorrow. And we've got
the run rates probably not. And it's only 86 hours
I think that'll be done by Friday, maybe. I think that'll be done by Friday.
They'll do it with about 5 minutes to go, so you get 5 minutes of double catch stardust.
It's going to be really stupid because. What was it? I think I remember reading.
That suits Ian perfectly. Ian's like 5 minutes.
Fuck me, brilliant.
He's like, brilliant.
That's my weekend sorted.
Oh my God.
The reason I wanted to mention it was because I think if ever there was a clear message that people are getting sick of certain elements of the game, I think this is probably the one that kind of shows it off the most, because I look at my friends list. You can see how many raids your friends have done in the friends list.
I love that, by the way, Marky
and it's just
boy.
brilliant.
I love that.
Yeah. Even JT Valor, he won't mind me saying this, has only done about 30 raids since this has been on.
Yeah,
and
on the flip side of that, I've got a couple of friends on my friends list that have done over 200.
Oh, well done.
The thing is, though, is that I was looking at that challenge yesterday, because obviously raid hour for us, and raid hour saw a huge spike because everybody's doing, between 1 to 30 raids or something in the raid hour. So it was a huge spike then, but the climb over the previous days of the event was pathetically slow. And it doesn't help that there were shit raid bosses going on and all of that stuff, and that they screwed over Theory and Landorus. That fucked me off.
Please, I'm not protecting them. But sorry, I've got to turn off that beep in the background. But
the microwave's finished.
Do you know what? Do you know what? It's all added to
dinner.
the podcast. We've got our family on. This is all great. But we say this though, mate. Like Landorus, this form of Landorus, from what I've seen, don't get me wrong. Yes, it did get nerfed. It did, but it's still bloody fantastic, and people just do not care. And I think it comes back not to get onto normal Coops. Venting, but I do feel like a lot of people, and I say a lot of my friends, a lot of people that I play with, like some stuff that I see on social media, people are just in this really weird headspace of the game at the moment. They're really, the motivation is lacking. They're so over the fact of raid bosses being released, which aren't shiny, which is not their fault. Like that's how it happens. They just wait till it comes back as shiny. There are so many bugs, so many things wrong with the game. PvP is more laggy.
Okay. No.
Okay. But anyway, it's more laggy than it's ever been.
I thought you were actually complaining about his Wi-Fi.
I did.
No.
It was
no. It's going, stop. You've cut out.
It's because I said the P.
I gave him one pass.
But yeah.
And he's no more passes now for this whole podcast. So
I just think there's a lot, and that's all I'm going to say. I think the players, as a big unit, are in this really weird headspace with the game. Well, not the game, with Niantic at the moment, and I think that's why this whole global challenge, in my opinion, has taken 8 times longer than what it normally would. Let's just say if it was Rayquaza back in 2018.
Rayquaza even like 2-3 weeks ago, we'd have smashed it.
40. I think we'd have smashed the 40 million raids inside 2 days. With
absolutely.
Rayquaza.
But yeah, that's my opinion of.
But again, global challenges. I don't think, to the best of my knowledge, the player base has ever failed a global challenge.
Well, they usually have only done them during GoFest.
Obviously
GoFest, they go,
first time for everything.
We'll bump you up. But
I think, like you said, the point I wanted to make from it was, and it was nothing more than it, is it's a real clear indicator that people aren't switched on by it at the moment. So, they've really made it quite, it's quite obvious. Because if everyone was, the raid bosses for it feels like for the whole year have been pretty crap.
Oh, they have. Like you don't need to be shy about that.
And again, I think trainer tips made a really good point. Actually, people said it had been nerfed, but actually it was never in the game yet. This is what it is now. So actually, people might argue it's not as good as people thought it was.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's still amazing.
Never been in the game
still
before.
Amazing. Yeah, it's still amazing though.
Well, I'll do the PvP thing for you, Coops. Apparently, was it rank 1 in Master League?
Listen, if we're talking about Master League, we're talking about XL Candy, we're talking about money. Let's just move on. Let's just move on from Master League. Yeah,
but I think the point being was double catch Stardust for all this. It's a lot of faff for something like that. And actually, they offer that anyway on events. We don't have to do anything for it.
Well, you triple, don't you? Yeah.
So
we just had triple Stardust for 6 hours on Com Day.
I just think it's a real clear indicator at the moment that it sort of confirms what we've sort of spoken about on the podcast before, that the people might not be quite as enamored by it all at the moment. It's just an interesting thing. And you're right, I think they'll do it. Niantic control the numbers anyway. We know that.
There's no way we'll fail, even if it's a last minute thing. There's no way it's going to fail.
Yeah, we will get off.
We only get a minute then.
That's fine. That's fine. That's what I told you. That's fine. That's fine.
I don't know. It just is a bit weird for me, thinking like the raid game used to be so strong.
Yeah, but the early generations had better legendaries.
Well, it doesn't help that we've been stuck in this 6 weeks with these shit legendaries. 6-week period of these, and the thing is, Theory and Landorus has only just joined raids, and people, like Coops said, just are not interested.
You only need one for it, don't you? It's not that
I'm not. I think I've done one. I know Mark's only done one. I think Coops has only done one.
I've done about 7 actually.
Honestly,
but they're not. They're not. Yeah, they're not remotes. It's because I was out in town today and I just walked to like 4 and all my mates, because all my mates are bang out, so they know how good it is, so they want to do it.
But I feel before we end the Pokemon Go segment, Coops mentioned the bugs. Honestly, Intern of the Week this week is going to be on fire, because this version of the game that's out at the moment is Intern of the Week. I'm going off of what Mark said last time. It's the most glitchy version we have seen for 3 years. Honestly, I haven't seen bugs in this game in this severity for the longest time.
It is bad.
I have the games crashing. lagging out of raids. When I'm a spotlight out, I was trying to click and catch Pokemon, and the all spawns would just disappear for 3 minutes.
Absolutely. I've had issues with the one raid I did. Yeah, I had to do it about 3 times because it just kept erroring out.
Did you?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we haven't hit the global challenge yet, then, because everyone keeps glitching out of raids.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Like I said, I wanted to write a massive list to talk about it, but honestly, there is like, if I dived into it, there would literally be like 20 things, just bugs. Like, it's just buggy. Like, it's just, it affects the gameplay, and it's really jarring.
Well, there's a notification issue which impacted us directly because Coops invited me to a Landorus raid, and we hit best friends unbeknownst to us.
That's casual, isn't it? If you don't know where you are friendship-wise.
I got a lucky egg on and then waited. We were on the phone to each other, and I put the lucky egg down in time and waited. And it was I was on the phone with him about 10 minutes, and the notification didn't come through. 50 minutes later, I was like, okay, I've got 5 minutes on the lucky egg left. I'll restart the game. Restarted the game, and then eventually the notification popped up after all of the 50 million notifications of gift openings, Pokemon returning from gyms.
Mate, but this is what I said to you though, Milo. Like, obviously, when we were on the phone discussing our next OnlyFans project, I was playing the game for the whole day, bro. I went on at like midnight, and then the best friend notification, it popped up like 8 hours.
Really?
Mark, I swear on my life, bro. I like I said, I couldn't screenshot it because I pressed the X by accident because I thought it was just a random pop-up, and I was like, oh my god, I was like, Milo, we've just gone best friends 8 hours after we actually did it.
It's ridiculous, and it's not just us. I've seen so many people on Twitter like complaining about these bugs and these glitches and the notification issues, and it's when it's seriously impacting if somebody's grinding for XP, that's not good. Like, I don't care about a bug where a dodge glitch fails to go through in a raid, because what of it? You've got more Pokemon. But when you miss 200,000 XP because of Niantic's cretinous coding, that's not good.
That's quite powerful. That was cretinous coding. I did.
That was off the cuff as well.
Mate, I've said, no, it was brilliant. But I've said, just to top off this part, this segment, let's say, like, I want them to take a month off. Like, see, Paul just written in chat about the rocket grunts have been missing for over a week now. Like, it's I would rather them just, for May, nothing happened. There was just Pidgey and Rattatas everywhere, but they actually fixed the actual game so we could come back in June and it actually worked. Like, honestly, like,
they need to have no events running, no nothing. I wouldn't even mind if they shut the game down totally.
Mate,
for
honestly,
a couple of days.
Dude, honestly, like, Sue is like,
they're never going to do that, Milo. They're never going to do that.
No.
I know they won't do it. I think the longest they've ever had the game offline was about 4 hours.
So when they
scheduled for 12, and then they only took 4. But that's literally in nearly 5 years of the game. It's only been offline for 4 hours.
But there's a lot right now, bro, and they really need to get their shit together, because like I said earlier, the community is feeling it. Yeah,
it's troublesome because we've got more glitches coming in, and they're throwing these events out. And I would say some of them are right, some of them are hit and miss. But they're jamming these content in the game at us, and they're not actually fixing how the game functions. I mean, GPL's had so many glitches, it's unreal.
Ian, why did you not call him up on that, Ian? You called me up on it.
I get as many passes as I want.
I know he's not going to go gushing or like getting all orgasmic over it. That's why.
But you know what? Like, as you were talking there, Milo, I thought, I swear, like, Niantic are literally more money, more problems. Like, all jokes aside, the more money they get, the more problems there are. Like, no joke.
Maybe that's it. The interns have been let loose. Okay, we've hired more interns. Now we can break the game even more than we already have.
Feels like that, doesn't it?
Why don't we just blame the testers rather than the coders? Because surely the testers are the ones that actually say it's good to go with that release.
Maybe they're playing the wrong game.
They're playing Harry Potter, aren't they? They're playing Harry Potter.
Playing Harry Potter instead of Pokemon Go. Yeah, it's all good, mate. We've gone from discussing events through to sort of ranting about the game. I love a rant.
Do you, Milo?
I love a rant, yeah. Why not? Particularly when it's about Niantic.
You never rant, mate. You never rant.
It was long overdue, Milo.
Indeed. But we'll call it back. I'm going to be hunting that shiny Trubbish from the Sustainability Week.
Yeah, let's hope it's spawning really good. I hope
so. Let's hope for cloudy weather in the UK. Love it. But now we're going to move it on. Some say that Niantic's interns are some of the best in the world at procrastination. And to run the Twitter support account, they're only allowed to use the copy and paste functions on the keyboard. That's right. We're going over to the free-to-play Coops for Ask the Intern.
Ask the intern. Every time I just hear my awful singing.
Voice.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's awful. So as always, we've picked out some good ones for Ask the Intern. So we did get a tweet in and it says, so at Niantic Help, how often are the spawns supposed to be when using the premium lures? Mossy, ice, etc., etc. They've been active for over 5 minutes, and I've got no spawns in capital letters. By the way, yeah. You look ready for this? I'm dying. When I saw this, I creased.
No.
So Niantic supports say using lures might increase the increase of Pokemon in the wild. Sorry, I'm going to read that one more time. They replied and said using lures might increase the appearance of Pokemon in the wild. Wait for this bit. But it is totally random.
BS.
Sorry,
What?
What
are they talking about?
I read that and I went, I've got to share that with the boys.
No
Get
way.
Get ready. Ensure you were connected to stable internet and your
yeah.
GPS sensor. High accuracy for better gameplay experience. Gents, can we just appreciate they said using lures might increase the appearance of Pokemon in the rod, but it is random. It's like they don't even fucking read the actual tweet. What?
They don't read the actual tweet and they don't read their own descriptions of the item.
That's ridiculous.
I'm gonna fill in for Niantic Sport here. The premium lures should spawn a Pokemon every 90 seconds.
I'm dying.
Should alternate from a lure-focused Pokemon, and then 90 seconds later it will be a regular wild spawn
they alternate,
Pokemon, and then it will go back to it. They alternate. A normal lure should be every 3 minutes. So if you're 5 minutes in getting no Pokemon, you need a fucking refund.
Well, listen, mate, I would say tweet them, but clearly not. I wouldn't bother to tweet them.
Niantic, it's like banging your head against a wall.
Thank you for that, Billy. And I've got another one here. This killed me. Wait till the end. It's kind of like a big lead up till the end. Anyway, somebody says, hey, at Niantic Help, I had 12 Pokemons. Also, the grammar on some of these tweets is awful, by the way.
I have to say, that triggers me.
Yeah, so it says, I had 12 Pokemons in gyms on both my accounts, and most of them got knocked out today. I kept getting, no, sorry, not kept, that's me correcting it. It says, I keep getting the notification that a Pokemon, returned, but I still didn't get any coin except from one Pokemon having the issue on 2 accounts. And that one was from at Ian Waterfall. And then Niantic say, hey, trainer, when your Pokemon... Oh, and also, sorry, because they said at the end, they said having the issue on 2 accounts, and they put both their accounts.
Oh.
And it said, hey, trainer, when your Pokemon returns from the gym, they will bring you a limited to 50 Pokecoins a day. Once you've reached the daily limit of 50 Pokecoins, you won't earn any Pokecoins until the next day. And then it went at the end, also, having multiple accounts is against our TOS.
I love that. That is what Niantic need more of. They need to get sassy. They really do.
A little bit of sass in there.
Dude, it's literally, they say, you get this, Pokecoins, blah, 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 blah. Also, having multiple accounts is against our terms and conditions.
Cheeky,
I fucking died.
cheating motherfucker.
I like that. I do like that. That's almost like, just hold on here. You've given them both to us now.
Yeah.
And like I said, I could go on and on, but those 2 were my favourites for Ask the Intern. I absolutely creased at both of those.
It's amazing how idiotic some of these people that tweet Niantic are, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm cheating.
Yeah. Well, didn't Coops do that? Like his last one that he did, he read out people's tweets rather than Niantic's replies because they were so dumb.
It's the best part. But anyway, yes, that was Ask the Intern.
You're not getting a new clip. We're keeping the old one.
That one was flat though. That one was flat. I
like the other one. It sort of badly coincides with the piece of music. I love it. Cracking stuff, Coops. Thank you so much. But now to finish up, it's Mark's time to shine with Shinies of the Week.
Shinies of the Week.
I too have got Coops in my head. That little jingly thing. He's done well. He's done well. Well, Shinies of the Week here again. And this week we've got loads to go through. Let's start at the top. So we've had some amazing shinies actually this week. First of all, this wasn't a catch shiny of it, but I think quite a big moment. Hervey, my friend Hervey actually, over from Toaster, was listening to our last episode of the podcast, got the final heart that he needed to turn his shiny Mew into his best buddy. And I thought that was worth a mention. So that's quite nice.
Nice.
So Shiny Mew best buddy already shows you how early he got his Shiny Mew. So great work there. Nakeem Brown, resting my legs from Sunday's community day, listening to Incensed podcast, and bam, my second shiny Voltorb. Family completed.
Nice. Blue ball.
Nice.
Blue ball game.
Blue ball game. Mr. Mossum tweeted us and said, listening to the subtle tones of all your voices, and guess what hatched? A baby shiny Ellie Kid, which is hatched.
Shiny.
Nice. Shiny.
Awesome.
Wow.
Hatch. I mean, we don't talk about eggs, but congrats, GG's. No, I'm joking.
I do like that shiny.
GGs, bloody hell. I feel on a Mystic 7 vlog at the moment, fucking GG's and all that.
Yeah, let's bring it up a notch.
Spooky Massaber, I think that's how it's pronounced, got a shiny Hitmonchan. So that's pretty freaking cool. I was listening to the podcast, and I don't know if Chaz Browder got these whilst listening to the podcast, but they're bloody amazing.
He
got
them.
not one but two shiny fighters. He got Hitmonchan and shiny Hitmonlee with a nice blue background behind them. So he's only just caught them.
Give me one.
I know.
Got both. Fantastic.
Got one. And then I just want to mention this one as well. Sorry, guys. James A. Vivian, he doesn't say if he was listening to the podcast, but he hatched a shiny Riolu from a 10-kilometer egg this morning.
Oh, sweet.
Damn.
Nice. I bet you like that one, Mark.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Riolu.
Mark, that's Mark's favourite, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was like, you're just doing it, aren't you? You're just doing it. Yeah, letting me know that. Actually, as well, because I just want to mention it, we had our 200th follower on Twitter as well today.
Hey,
That must have
thank you.
just
That's
happened.
worthy of a mention.
That must have just happened.
Yeah, so Phil Mottram, you are our 200th follower on Twitter, so I thought that deserves a mention as well.
Yeah,
so,
thank
fantastic. Cracking
Absolutely
stuff there,
amazing.
boy.
Yeah. Absolutely cracking stuff, Mark. Thank you to everybody who sends in their shinies, hundos and more. We really do appreciate it. Anything you send our way with the hashtag Incensed Podcast.
Must use the
I'll
hashtag.
throw that down
Must
on your
use
tweet.
The hashtag.
Indeed, preferred. Trying to get it worked.
It's
into
never
going to
trend, but at least it helps us find them.
Yes,
and
indeed.
as well,
it helps the
do
search.
not forget to follow us on Instagram. Still haven't posted anything, but we're getting there.
Hey,
You said last week you were going to
got there yet,
post at the
Coops.
weekend.
Do you know what's so funny?
God's
Someone
sake.
actually DM'd me, and I was like, "Oh my god, I've got a DM," and it was like, "Coops, when are you posting?" And I was like, "Oh damn!" I was like, "People are on me." I was like, "People are onto me."
On your back. I'm going to try and prod you a little bit more at the end of this, but
there's an incentive to our patrons who are on the
Milo,
call.
is that a
If
reference
Coops
to the
doesn't post
OnlyFans?
anything?
yeah, I'll be prodding him later.
Well, I was just going to say, Ian, if for an incentive to our patrons who are on the call, if Coops doesn't put anything on our Instagram account in the next week, it's up for someone else to run for us. So if anyone fancies being
There's a job
creative and
opening.
having a go,
Yeah, Kelly, I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a position open.
Yeah.
Well, Coops, I think your dad would be up for it. He's made enough noise during the podcast.
No, listen, I want to. It's been bad. I've tried to mute when I can, and see that again. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Let's just get that out of the way.
It's all good. But if you want a chance to be featured on Shinies of the Week, you've got to tag us at Incensed Podcast on Twitter, and like we said, use the hashtag Incensed Podcast as well. And we might share your shiny on the next episode, which would be fantastic. I'm going to say, of course, you can take your support up to the next level via our Patreon, which you can find in our podcast description. And, well, we said we've got 3 of them on the call right now. 3 of the top tier Patreons have joined. And thank you so much for hopping into the episode recording.
Guys, say hello.
It has been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
No one else would rather listen
Absolutely
to in the middle
brilliant.
of the day on a
It's
Thursday.
brilliant
We
Thursday night
appreciate
entertainment,
that, like,
honestly.
You're willing to listen to us talk bollocks for a long time. Coops' kitchenware.
Yeah, all the pots and pans.
All right. Well, on that note, has anybody been hashtag blessed with shiny luck?
I'll go first. Not for me, bud.
Nothing in this last hour for me.
Nothing for me either. Mark, have you pulled something out of your ass?
I don't normally have to look that hard for a shiny, guys.
Oh my.
I was just waiting for the last one I clicked on then to load then. Swing and a miss.
Damn, what a dry episode.
Okay.
Anything for
Kells,
Sue,
yeah.
Kelly, or
Kells,
Paul?
Paul, Sue.
No, nothing.
Nothing. Damn. The recordings are not blessed, but listening to it after it goes live
Wait,
is.
guys. guys, just quickly, Milo can cut this out. Let's just pretend that we got one. So who wants to pretend they got Paul? I'm going you. Just be like, I got a shiny. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Paul got the hundo, didn't he? Paul got the hundo.
It was a shundo.
Shiny perfect said ninja.
Paul got the hundo.
Yeah. Awesome.
I did get a hundo.
Oh my
dear,
God.
oh dear. Well, Ian, you're going to like this. On that bombshell.
Hey, it's about time.
That's a wrap on episode 10. I can't believe we got to 10 episodes. If you enjoyed listening to the episode, please make sure you hit the follow button on whatever podcast platform you're tuning into our show on. And please do leave us a 5-star review if you enjoyed it. It really would mean the world to us. And a big thank you to everybody who already has done. Make sure you follow on Twitter for more updates. And here, Coops, small dig at you. Follow us on Instagram for no updates whatsoever.
Do you know
that
what?
Insta's been live 2 fucking weeks, man.
Yeah. Sorry. Fair play.
Have you
fair play.
even posted just the podcast icon image? Just post that and go, hey, we're here.
Guys, I need more time.
Needs less pressure. Oh,
do you want to delegate it to Charlotte or somebody that'll actually do something?
Yeah. Actually, let me just take a picture now while you're doing the outro, Milo, and I'll upload it.
Go for it. Well, on that note, I want to say thank you so much for listening, everybody. We will be back next week for another episode, of course, and stay safe, listeners.
I choose you!